The clock operator will be Ralph Bailey. Linesman is Bart Fight. Line judge is Brandon Eden. The umpire, Bubba Victory. Back judge, John Young. And the referee tonight, Bob Mays. Captains now first for the Oakland Patriots. Number 2, Drew Hodge. Number 24, Randrakis Spivey. For the Lebanon Blue Devils, number 13, Kenny Walton. Number 54, John Mathis. 75, Dustin Allen. And number 17, Cody Tribble. Tommy, the officials are meeting with the captains at midfield right now. They have instructed both teams. The toss is in the air. Oakland has won the toss. They have deferred until the second half. We'll see what Lebanon's going to do here. I'm sure they'll want the ball. We'll see which way we're going to kick. Which way Oakland will kick, rather. Lebanon will be receiving the ball. They'll be going north to south or left to right on your dial. Tommy, the field conditions are great. It's dry. The grass is short. It's the turf is in great shape for the last game of the season here during regular season, of course. The crowd's a little sparse on the Oakland side. Lebanon contingent still filing in. Tommy, it's time to strap it up and play some football.
Thanks, Bob. Bob Lee on the sideline tonight. Of course, Bob, former quarterback here at Lebanon High School. And here come the Blue Devils through the Big L formed by the Lebanon High Band of Blue. Lebanon in the home blue uniforms, blue jerseys, white numerals, white Southern Cal trim on those shoulders, blue pants, blue headgear, and white face mask. Bobby Brown, head coach at Lebanon High in his 5th season. Assistant coaches Jeff Atchley, Charlie Bozeman, Ken Clemens, Juan A. Jennings, Mike Jones, Eric Lawrence, Tim Lounsbury, Darren Plumley, B.J. West, and Amira Robb. LeBron Ferguson, the head coach at Oakland High School, running his defense tonight, Ron Marshall. I would normally say Moose Marshall, but Ron Marshall has lost about 100 pounds, and I will no longer refer to that guy as Moose Marshall. On the far hash at the 10, Walton will stand at the 5-yard line. Kicking the football for the Patriots of Oakland High School, Tyler Burnett. He is also their quarterback. Burnett, soccer-style, right-footed kicker. Lebanon bunched to receive. And here with a play-by-play call of tonight's game is Marv Dobson.
Well, thank you, Tommy. Great night for football. And the ball's in there, squib kick, bounces at about the 10. It's going to roll all the way down and actually fielded on about the 2. It's going to run out to the 10. Boy, and he's taken down on a vicious hit inside the 10, down at the 6. So an inauspicious start as DeMarco Hastings ran back and fielded that thing right at the far pylon. Probably not the greatest judgment, but unfortunately, Lebanon has to deal with it. They'll take over just outside their 5, 1st and 10.
You cannot field that ball in that situation. Take a chance on it going out of bounds. We get it at the 35. If it goes in the end zone, we get it at the 20. Now, Lebanon will start 1st and 10 at their own 5. Fullback for Lebanon will be Benford. Quarterback will be Salas, and Jacob Maynard will dot the I at tailback.
Boy, and Lebanon with an unusual formation, one wide out either side, double tight end to the left, gains the lone back. Salas under center. They're lined up. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to Gaines, going to the left, finds a seam and squirts through, almost close to a first down, out close to the 14, and make that Jacob Maynard, 7s and 1s from that far back near to the end zone look remarkably similar. So Maynard will definitely be the tailback. As Tommy mentioned earlier, Carlos Gaines will not play in this opening series. Salas gets the play back to the huddle, and they'll have second and a very short 1 just inside the 14.
Lebanon staying with that super unbalanced set. Big advantage on the left side.
Salas under center, turns, hands to Maynard, works his way to the left, got a slight crease and works his way out close to the 20, first down, so they'll move the chains and they'll mark him down just shy of the 20. So 1st and 10, Blue Devils just inside their own 20.
2/3 of this backfield was the starting backfield a year ago for the Lebanon High 9th grade program. Benford was the fullback, Jacob Maynard was the tailback, and of course his brother Matthew, his brother Matthew was the quarterback. He is now in the game as a flanker.
Hastings split far to the right, Salas under center. Maynard your deep back. They turn and hand to Maynard, finds a good-sized hole right up the middle. He'll run it out across the 27. So fantastic blocking on that left side. As Tommy mentioned, they are oversized over there, and they'll move it out close to the 21. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and a short 4.
And with a gain like that on 1st down, makes the play call here on 2nd down a lot easier for this Lebanon coaching staff, and namely Bobby Brown calling the plays from the sideline.
So pretty basic power football here for Lebanon to start off the game. Salas back under center. Deep back is Maynard one more time. They fake the pitch, and it got a little misdirection coming back across, and that didn't fool anybody. Basically ran into a huge crowd right outside the 25, and he's down there. So little or no gain. That'll set up a 3rd and close to 5.
Lebanon had Benford lined up in the slot on the left side. We faked the toss sweep to Maynard going left, tried to bring Maynard back across the grain on the slice trap inside, and Oakland piled it up in the middle. A couple of big kids making a play for the Patriots, among those Brandon Heath, the nose guard.
So the ball spotted just off the 25, 3rd and 5. Salas back under center, power formation left, one wide out either side. Maynard your deep back. Salas fakes, looks across the middle. Oh, wow, hit him right in the hands. And going across the middle that time was Taz White, and unable to haul that one in. Would have been enough for the 1st down, but unfortunately sets up 4th and 5 right at the 25.
White got himself open on the drag route across the middle, incomplete on the pass. Hutto will snap the football to Tribble. Deep to return for the Patriots will be P.J. Polk.
So
Tribble hasn't punted since 2 years ago.
As Tommy mentioned, major shakeup in the kicking game for the Blue Devils tonight. Here's Tribble's first attempt. Snap is good, fields it clean. Nice little punt. A floater across midfield, fielded right at the 45. Fair caught there. And on the catch for Oakland is P.J. Polk. And the Patriots will start their 1st and 10 from their own 45.
31 yards on that kick by Tribble. No return by Polk. Defensively for Lebanon, of course, they will deploy in that 50. Hastings, Dillon, Lattimore, your down linemen, Reeves and Reese, your defensive ends, linebackers, Cross, and Tribble.
So here comes Oakland. First set, one wide out either side. I formation, deep back goes in motion, stops at the line. Now he goes back across motion. And they'll hand it to the up back. He's across the 45 and dives out to about the 48. So a short gain on 1st down brings up 2nd and a short 7 from just outside the 47.
Cross and Hastings combining on that stop for Lebanon.
2nd down.
They brought the fullback in motion, set him up as a slot, and then brought him across the formation. Ran the dive right up the gut.
Tommy, one of the all-time great names, Precious Valentine. You got to love it. Burnett back under center. Valentine in motion across the backfield. They'll hand it to the up back one more time. Boy, and he has a huge hole as he works up in there, Michael McGowan. And he works forward close to the Lebanon 45, and depending on the exact spot, they might have to measure it. Looks like it might be enough for the 1st down, but barely. Could be just a hair short.
They will bring the chains out. Don't forget the scoreboard show later tonight after we leave the air. They will be on the air, Pat Lawson and company. You'll be helping them tonight?
Pat's out.
So Pat's out. Pat's probably already gone to
I think
Pikeville,
he has.
Kentucky. They stretched the chains, and it is going to be short by about half the length of the football.
Short.
So Oakland looking at a third and very short to go for the first. Lebanon keeps that base defense on the field.
Boy, a tremendous opportunity for Lebanon here to create a 3 and out. But as Tommy said, third and extremely short. One wide out either side, tight end left eye formation as Burnett goes under center. Checking off to his wide out here on the near side. Shane Blizzard. Burnett under center. Oh, and a false start, a costly mistake that time by Oakland. So a third and short becomes a third and 5.5. So huge play for the Lebanon defense that time.
Quarterback Burnett was trying to draw Lebanon offside, and Lebanon had dropped into that bare front where they drop their defensive tackles over the guard. So your nose is over the center, your tackles have covered up the guards, your defensive ends step in, kind of tighten everything down, and they were frozen. They weren't moving. Oakland now looking at a third down and 5.
So they're all the way back inside their 40 or their 50-yard line, the midfield stripe. Burnett rolls to his right, short pass picked off. Kapliner has it. He's down at the 40, or just short of the 40 at the 41. So Blue Devil football on a great return that time on the interception by Will Kapliner.
Bob Lee, great read by Kapliner as he was not fooled by the play fake. He just broke on the football.
Tommy doing exactly what you're supposed to do at the linebacker position. He takes a look at the man coming up the middle. Then when the quarterback rolls to the sideline, he drifts to the sideline as well, put himself in perfect position to make the pick.
15 yards on that return by Kapliner, and Lebanon is in business in Patriot territory.
So let's see if the Blue Devils can capitalize on the turnover. Just short of the 40, first and 10, I formation. Maynard, your deep back. They give it to him across the 40, inside the 35, tackled at the 33. So a great move as he slanted himself off that right tackle, right guard, and able to push it forward for over 7.
Man, he just gallops from back there. We are used to seeing Gaines, kind of a glider, twisting and turning, cavorting that body a little bit, and Maynard, just like a young stallion, just gallops through that hole for a nice gain on first down.
Looks just like Chris Brown, doesn't he?
Bad compared with a pro.
Here's Salas under center. Toss back to Maynard. Cuts off a good block by the up back, but he only gains about a yard. As Benford tried to get that initial block in the backfield, and Maynard able to cut off of that, but met there and brought down for right at no gain.
Substitution for the Patriots. They're bringing in a big lineman, Jonathan Murphy, 6'2", 287, comes in at the nose. He replaces kind of the lightweight at the nose, Brandon Heath.
So 3rd and 3 from just outside the 33. Maynard, your deep back. There's the handoff to him. He gallops up into that line right at the 30, and he's down close to first down yardage. I believe he has it with ease, depending on the spot. Only had to get just outside the 30, and I believe he's got the 30. That should be enough. They're going to measure one more time just to be safe.
Well, if they don't have it, we're certainly in 4-down territory trying to pick that up.
6 minutes, 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter. No score. Oakland and Lebanon. Glad you guys could join us here on WANT FM 98.9 as they bring the chains out. And it is a first down.
Nice blocking at the point of attack by Lebanon's offensive front. Reese, White, Mathis, Tuggle, Allen getting in a little room there for the tailback, Jacob Maynard.
Lebanon 2 wideouts, I formation. Crudup right, Maynard left. They'll fake it, give it to the up back. There's Benford, has a seam. He's down inside the 27, and his forward progress will bring him close to the 26. So a nice little 4-yard pickup that time on first down.
Lebanon made a switch and had Tyler Walker in at the right guard spot. They ran the trap play to Benford behind the block of the pulling guard, Walker, for that gain. Now Tribble comes in, and he will be the fullback replacing Benford.
So Maynard and Crudup your wideouts. Tribble, your fullback, and Maynard, the upback. They'll give it to Tribble. Boy, he's met right there and brought down. That's big number 68 for Oakland, Adam Elrod. Boy, and he guessed that one, sniffed it out, and met him at the point of the handoff. Actually probably lost at least a yard, maybe a half a yard. So third down and a long 6. Short